Have you ever, as a teen, ever stopped and thought about the choices you're making when it comes to being a teen and having sex? What the consequences are if you have a kid when you're still just a kid yourself, or how about what kind of choices and decisions you will have to make? Today I'm going to talk to you about some choices, decisions, and consequences about being a teen and becoming pregnant. There are too many teens not getting the right advice. Right advice would be using birth control. You can have either the pill, which you take every day at the same time, the depot shot, which you take every 3 months, or get the urena implanted. It lasts up to 5 years. If you're a teen and you know you don't want to have kids for a while, you can get that and you're good for 5 years. But all birth controls aren't 100% effective, so the main thing is with becoming a teen and preventing getting pregnant is just wait until either you're married and ready to have kids, or abstinence is another good way not to have kids. Another thing that you can do when you are a teen, anybody actually, it doesn't have to be a teen, it can be a grown-up, having sex, unprotected sex, you can catch all kinds of STDs. You can get gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes, HPV. All those STDs have signs. HPV does not have signs. You really won't know until you do go to a doctor and get checked out. Then by that time, being a teen, you're more than likely not to stay with the same person that you've been with in the beginning. So you can spread that one STD to anybody that you've had sex with. You can have sex with 2 people. They can go have sex with 5 different people. It's spread just like that to almost 10 different people. Condoms are another thing. If you are having sex as a teen, they're not 100% preventable at all. They could have the tiniest hole in them, and then it's all done from there. Like I said, the best thing to do is just wait until you're married, take abstinence, anything like that will prevent you from becoming pregnant as a teen. Some of the solutions in taking control and talking to teens about the consequences, you have adoption, which there are families out there that aren't lucky enough to have children, and if you can't give the kid the right care, then you can always do adoption. Abortion, to me, in my opinion, is never the right thing to do, because you can always have the baby and give it up for adoption to, like I said, those people that aren't fortunate enough to have kids. Not giving the right amount of care to the baby. If you're a teen, you don't have a job, you can't support yourself, there's no way you're going to be able to support a baby. Another thing is, being a teen and having a baby, you wouldn't know what your life could have been. You could have went on to do college. You could have went to college even though you had a baby, but it's not always as easy. And another consequence is, usually there's 95% of teens who have the baby with one person don't end up staying with them, who could become a single parent. The sooner we get involved, maybe the less teen pregnancies will happen. Talk to teens, tell them about ways that they can prevent being pregnant. Take precautions, like I said, the birth control, the condoms, but not all that is preventable. You can still end up being pregnant with any of those things that you do. Wait for a certain age and the right person. It's not worth getting pregnant by somebody who you don't even care about, and it probably will not be there. Teen pregnancies are 100% preventable. Abstinence is a good rule of thumb. Talk to teens in your community about how they can prevent becoming pregnant at such a young age and why it's important to wait.